Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to my new home studio now in Los Angeles. So this is very similar to the Nashville setup that I had, but let's walk you through some of the kind of changes and just like how it looks. I'm very happy with how it looks. First time ever having these sound absorbing panels, among other things. I also have a backdrop, so I'm not gonna have the same issues with like the light switches and the power sockets you can sometimes see in the background of my old videos. And now I just got a plain white backdrop and I'm super excited about that. So as you first enter my new place, we got all my guitar straps right over here, the lights, the backdrop. I'm going to show you that here in a little bit. My guitars are just on the stand just nicely over here. Something that's changed is I have new studio monitors. This time I went with Atom Audio. They sound fantastic so far. I wanted kind of more of a minimalistic and very organized sort of a look on the desk. I don't want too much going on. I don't really care for that. Plus, I think this setup looks great for videos. Here's the amp situation. As you can see, we got the sound absorbing panels. I got some of the bass traps over here, and it's just to kind of tame the kind of amounts of volume that I need to be using in order to get a good sound. And usually with ISO cabs, they sound a little bit too boxed up for me, and this is kind of a good hybrid solution where I can kind of play with it. It's kind of easy for me to practice with and so forth, and I don't have to have it at kind of ungodly levels volume-wise, basically. So moving over here, I got some of the sound absorbent panels over here, some bass traps, etc. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I think it looks fairly good. It's just meant to like tame some of the reflections just coming from the back wall here, because it's very flat surface, and so I got some of those panels over here too. But apparently the most important part is around the desk, so I got that covered. Let's check out what it looks like with the backdrop down. So it's just the basic lighting there, and I also have the same setup, so we're getting a DI, a fractal signal, plus 2 microphone signals. So moving along to the workspace, I want it to be very simple. Obviously everything's running through the Apollo here, and then from guitar-wise it's just a fractal, and the signal is being copied, so we're using all 4 inputs of the Apollo. Also got my pedal board over here. I added the little Victory channel switcher here, so we can change it from channel 1 to 2 on the Sheriff. Yeah, super simple. Guitar in front of the amp, and then everything else is the effects loop, so including the volume. So the volume is in the effects loop. The reason why it is in the beginning of the chain 2 is because of the tuner, so if you want, you have a little tuner going on there. Then compressor, which is actually before the volume, so I can kind of control the overall volume, which I like. And then we got the Mobius, and then we got the Volante, and then the new Never Immerse, and then back to the amp. Swapped out the little shelves for the pedals, so we got them over here to just kind of have a nice little display. I love the way they look. And yeah, the behind the scenes from shooting the camera with the backdrop, it turns out to be very clean, and yeah, I'm really loving this setup so far. And obviously we're in beautiful Los Angeles, so what's not to love? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little studio tour. I'm gonna try a bit more casual kind of content. That being said, I really need help figuring out what kind of content and what topics to cover next. So let me know in the comments field below what you want to see in the near future. And I'm about to start just bumping out a whole lot of content. And just make sure you're subscribed and you've hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever I post new content. And that will be sooner than you may think. See ya.